I'll be calm once I get Mason's blood on my hands. But if you want a story, fine. Both of you shut up. We're about to find out. The boss is here. If you're looking to blame someone, it better not be us. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, because we've got bigger problems. And we're not talking about some slap on the wrist here. Mags and William need to pay for what they've done. They were dead the moment they decided to take out some of my crew. Just what I wanted to hear. It's about time you got here. The pack's officially gone wild. Mason's gathered up his animal goons and took the power plant. If that asshole thinks he'll get away with this, he's dead wrong. I'll skin him alive and savor every minute of it. Or even better, kill them where they stand. Either way, looks like we're about to find out. The boss is here. My thoughts exactly. Excuse me? Babysitting the other gangs is your job. Look, it's your play. We'll follow you anywhere. But you have to swear to us that Mason pays for this with his life. Music to my ears. While you were gone, word came back from the Commonwealth that you're favoring the disciples and the operators. Well, surprise, surprise, Mason wasn't exactly thrilled to hear the news. The disciples will make sure no one escapes. I'm going to enjoy this. They're already lost. Mason killed some of our own. And our code says he needs to pay for what he's done. Oh, no! Damn! Huh! Must be my lucky day. Your blood will do. Ready to die? I'll have your head on a pike when this is over. Try not to die too quickly. I want to savor this. If you wanted death, all you had to do was ask. But if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins. So, you're Gage's little pet project. You see, the disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. Good. You're either smart, or you value your life. Either way, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. When you finish what Coulter started, you give us control of this park. Then you set your sights on the Commonwealth. And once the Commonwealth is yours, and believe me, with our help, it will be, you just make sure the disciples have more than our fair share of the territories. Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. I'll see how this plays out. For now, I once knew a man with an attitude like that. I let him live just long enough to regret it. Of course. Just remember to think about it like this. How much do you value your life? We have to take the power plant back from Mags and William before they do something to it we can't fix. Mags and William are going to pay for what they've done. Damn operators. Never trusted those sneaky bastards. We have to take the power plant back from Mason before he does something to it we can't fix. Mason's going to pay for what he's done. Damn pack. Never trusted those crazy bastards. With those traitors gone, there's even more fun to go around. Nuka World's going to attract people far and wide, and we're going to bleed them dry in more ways than one. The way you're running things, you must not value your life. You're taking a very dangerous path. Boss, I wouldn't stick around. You've no idea how irritating it is, just to see you breathing. If the pack is going to howl all the time, they could at least be good at it. The operators are too obsessed with their reflections to get any real work done around here. Fine, I admit it. There really is a bit more appeal to this place when it's all lit up. It's good to know Gage didn't screw us over a second time. It's not every day I like someone better alive than dead. I guess you're one of the lucky ones. Gage has got to be relieved you pulled through for him. Means he gets to keep his head after all. If you side with the disciples, the whole Commonwealth will fear us. And with fear comes power. Don't think our cooperation means respect. I'm still seeing how this all plays out. You've got a lot to prove. A child could fill Coulter's shoes. I hope those traitors realize they're only alive because we allow it. I can't believe we didn't deal with Coulter ourselves. I bet Gage is happy he has a new ass to kiss. Not sure how he put up with Coulter all that time. The nice thing about living inside the mountain is not having Nuka Cola shoved down your throat every minute. I have to admit, the park looks amazing now. You did a hell of a job, boss. Got the park all lit up, huh? I prefer the darkness myself. See you back at Nuka Town, boss. I'll meet you back at Nuka Town after I've made sure this place is vermin-free. Not bad, boss. Not bad. Park's quite a sight with the lights on. Now folk will know we mean serious business. Glad all that nonsense is over with. Now we can move on to bigger and better things. If you need me, I'll meet you back in Nuka Town. Me and Mags are proud to be hanging with you, boss. Never seen Nuka World looking so bright. Looks like we're open for business. See you back at the parlor, boss. I guess you're the real alpha around here now. Now that the power's back on, we can start raking in the caps. They're saying one of our own grew a conscience and tried to leave. Everyone knows if you want out, you pay with your life. We've got a traitor down there, and I'm feeling merciful. And by merciful, I mean skipping the torture and going straight to death. Someone decided to act without my approval. And as punishment, I decided to spare the caller and go straight for the execution. Some traitor is selling information on us. A poor life choice, especially if you're going to get caught. Time to learn the hard way. Some wastelanders selling secrets about us, but not for long. Just don't make it too quick. It's more satisfying when suffering is involved. Somehow they managed to take one of my clients. No one cuts ties with me and lives. Some traitor tried to make a shit deal, then accused us of being unfair. I think death is a pretty fair response, don't you? Some old traitor thinks it's okay to trash our good name. I'm thinking you take the tongue before you take the life. There's some unfinished business in the Commonwealth, the kind that demands bloodshed. And lots of it. I was just thinking how very boring and dull the operators' lives must be, and thought we could spice it up a bit for them. I think it's about time we made things more interesting for the operators. I was just thinking about our dear friends in the pack. I think it's about time the pack learned a few lessons. There's no way you're done already. Don't forget you have a job to do. Don't you have a little task to take care of? Isn't there a job you're supposed to be doing? Don't think I won't remember this. With an attitude like that, I don't see you hanging around here too long. Maybe you should think about who you're talking to next time. I get it. Can't handle a little job. You're seriously saying no? I think Gage and I need to have a little chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you by offering a job you couldn't handle. Well, aren't you agreeable? That easy, huh? Good. All right. Good. I need a sure thing on this. And here I thought you were capable of making decisions. Hope that doesn't mean you're scared. Not interested in fun, I see. That's too bad. Really. The longer you stand here, the more you look like Coulter. Can't make a decision. Makes me wonder what else you can't do. Apparently, some nearby neighbors aren't as big on sharing when it comes to supplies. So we're just going to take them. They ran out of supplies, but I happen to know the perfect place to get them restocked. Some other settlement thinks they need their supplies more than we do. Luckily, no one needs supplies when they're dead. Some traders don't believe in finders keepers when it comes to stealing. It's time to put them in their place. We've got word of some supplies we could use, and I'm never really in the negotiating mood. So you're just going to take it. Some outpost is too high and mighty to trade with us. You'd think they'd be thankful we even tried. Now we'll just kill them and take what we want. There's a place nearby with supplies just waiting to be ours. Some may disagree, but I'm sure you won't let them live long enough to argue. There's a trader that ripped off one of our outposts. An example must be made. An old trader thinks it's fine to badmouth us. Death is probably too good for this one. I think it's time for a little public shaming. I got a little problem out in the Commonwealth. You're going to solve it, and make sure no one else gets any ideas. Well, that didn't take long. Good. I knew you'd be interested. That's what I like to hear. I figured you might be into that. Thought you'd like that. Some idiots trying to stir up trouble. I thought you could go out there and show everyone what happens when you mess with the disciples. They think they've got themselves some powerful ally. Why don't you show them exactly how wrong they are? They recruited some ally out in the Commonwealth. But you know how bad it can be out there. Most people don't live very long. They've made a friend of an old acquaintance that I let live a while back. I think I regret that decision now, if you know what I mean. Looking a little bored there, boss. I got just the thing to cure that. You look like you could use something to do. And I got just the thing. There you are. I need you to make some time for a job. Busy? I have something else for you. I got another job for you. If you're interested. I want you to collar him. Sneak up on him or beat him into submission. Either way, should be able to slap it on him without much fuss. Take this shock collar, sneak up, and snap it on when she isn't looking. Or beat her senseless, my preference, then snap it on. I want you to collar her. Sneak up on her or beat her into submission. Either way, should be able to slap it on her without much fuss. Raiders, like they stand a chance. The Brotherhood of Steel. You'll be doing the world a favor. Only the Brotherhood. Have at it. A handful of Minutemen. A kid could do this job. Just those annoying Minutemen. Gunners. Put 'em in their place. I trust you'll get it done soon, if you want to continue running this place. If you don't think you can handle it, you can tell me. Maybe you'd rather be slumming it with the traitors? I have plenty of disciples who'd leap at the chance to get out there and cut some throats. I'm surprised you don't share their enthusiasm. Your payment. Not that you need it. Here's what you're owed. I got word from one of our outposts. One of our outposts sent word. Some outpost apparently can't handle its own. An outpost in the Commonwealth put a call out. One of the outposts is having some trouble. Apparently, one of our own has grown a conscience and tried to sneak out without facing the consequences. Sadly, someone there turned traitor. And as you may know, all traitors must be taught a lesson. Oddly, someone disobeyed a direct order. It's rare, so it's time to remind people just how personally I take it. Some dealer'd rather do business with anyone but us. As if we wouldn't notice. You're gonna make that dealer regret living. Some wastelander decided to go into the information-selling business. You're going to go make sure that career choice is short-lived. An old client has taken business elsewhere. It's something that can't go unpunished. Back already? You're back. Welcome back, boss. So, you made it back. Aren't you efficient? Didn't expect you back so soon. Not bad. Someone's an overachiever. You're overboss for a reason. They got a pretty good stash of supplies right now, but some outsiders want to make it theirs. I want you to make sure that doesn't happen. They scored some supplies, but now some other group is making threats to hand them over. And no one threatens me and gets away with it. They had a caravan get ambushed. I trust they can handle it, but I want those supplies and I want them now. My scouts found an old cache and attracted a little too much attention celebrating. Go make sure they hang on to it, and it doesn't happen again. One of our supply runs got ambushed. I'm sure they can manage, but I want a little insurance, just in case. Some trade deal's gone south. I want you to go make sure we keep what's ours and take what's theirs, along with their sad little lives. Someone's out there making threats and needs to be cut down to size. Think literally. A certain individual is challenging my authority out in the Commonwealth, and I've decided to take offense. This calls for blood. A lot of blood. I got a name I want you to help cross off a list. There's some tidying up that I thought you could help with. I think it's time someone learned just how dangerous we can be. Of course. You are the overboss, aren't you? Obviously. Think anyone does anything for free around here? Well, beside the traitors. That goes without saying. Why? Hurting for caps? Don't worry. You'll get paid. Hey, I got something for you. Not busy? I could use you. Hey, boss. Got a minute? Well, Look who stopped by. Care to lend a hand? Got a job. I think it'll interest you. Hey, I got something you'll want to look into. I got a little something you'd be perfect for. If you have more free time, I can use it. Got something else lined up. You want in? Got another job. Interested? Boss, I got something else that requires your attention. The disciples could use you for something else. Think you can handle it? Got another thing, if you want in. I got something else, as usual. Interested? Something else came up, of course. Are you up for it? Take this shock collar, sneak up, and snap it on when he isn't looking. Or beat him to a bloody pulp, my preference, then snap it on. Just some super mutants. Nothing you can't handle. Super mutants. Fun, right? Some worthless local raiders, just a few gunners, railroad agents. Sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Just the railroad, the Institute. They won't know what hit 'em. Only the Institute. Some nobody. I'm practically giving you this one. Just some annoying idiot. Should be easy for you. That's not what it looks like to me. You want to slack off, do it on your own time. Get out there and get it done. Is that so? You've got a funny way of showing it, because I'm pretty sure your job isn't here in Nuka World. You're cut for the successful job. Payment in full. Here. Try not to spend it all in one place. Not that you need this. But here. Your payment. Here's your cut. I suppose you earned it. Caps for your time. Enjoy them while they last. Here. A few caps for the trouble. And your payment. As expected. For your trouble. You bet it is. And with this place more or less operational, all we've got to do is sit back and profit. No arguments here. Just curious. It's not like you chose all this. Not like us. You were lured in here just like any common wastelander. I figure you must have some thoughts on whether or not it all paid off. So tell me, you've been overboss for a while now, followed through on your promises. You claimed the rest of the park, got us out in the Commonwealth, and now Nuka World's lit up like a Christmas tree. Was it worth it? I only regret wasting all those plans I had for Gage. Although I'm sure he's bound to screw up sooner or later. You just let me know if you ever tire of him. And for now, I hope he knows just how lucky he is. Not a bad comparison. The kid's part is dead on. Nothing's ever good enough, huh? I'd say you pretty much have the whole Commonwealth at your fingertips. You made good on your promise, and we've got one less worthless gang to divvy up the spoils. Not up for sharing, I see. Well, I got what I wanted for now. So I suppose I'll let you keep your little secrets. Oh, easily. Those little shits deserve far worse. But I'm sure they knew that. It's probably why they put up a real fight for once. Not that anyone could tell. Better to die in the fight than face the consequences of their own stupidity. Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message. A shame. I'd love to see the look on Mag's face one more time before you took her out. Not to mention that stupid brother of hers. A shame. I'd love to see the look on Mason's face one more time before you put him down. Some alpha. Leading his pack into a death trap. We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up? He knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient. Nice to see we have something in common. Someone out there's making threats, and needs to be neutered. Metaphorically. A certain individual is challenging my authority out in the Commonwealth. There's a simple way to teach them respect. Some idiot's trying to stir up trouble. I think you should show everyone how the disciples keep troublemakers in line. They think they've got some powerful ally. Why don't you prove them wrong? And make that powerful ally ours. They recruited some ally out in the Commonwealth. But you know how fickle alliances can be. They've made a friend of an old acquaintance of mine I haven't seen in quite some time. I think it's time we caught up. I got a name on a list of potential allies I want you to escort back here. They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, there's someone I need right by my side. I think it's time someone learned just how serious we can be. That's what I was trying to tell Coulter all along. Maybe if he listened, he'd still be around. Rules are dangerous because people start to trust them. They make you think you're safe, but once you turn your back, you're dead. Coulter thought some sort of rule or code made him untouchable. But he found out he was wrong. The hard way. You survived the gauntlet. You killed Coulter, with Gage's help, of course. So sure, you're the overboss. But that title hasn't meant anything for a long time now. If Gage thinks that'll change overnight, he's dead wrong. Because we need each other. You give us what we want, and it's just a matter of time before everyone in the Commonwealth knows your name. Gage didn't say anything. Apparently, we're not good enough to run this place ourselves. Gage wanted to bring in his own little puppy to replace Coulter. But I guess training a puppy is way easier than getting us to do what he wants. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. Side with us, you'll soon find out. Just don't slack off when it comes to actually doing your job. We got Coulter Nuka Town, and suddenly he forgot the big picture. We both know how that turned out. Really. Gage made Coulter, and now here you are. I'm just calling it as I see it. If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. It's the only rule we need. There's no shortage of work around here. So if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me. Now, if you're really looking to get on my good side, but if you change your tune and decide to play nice, then, when you realize just how much, don't tell me I've upset you. Not all there, are you? Great. Worse than Coulter. You better know what the hell you're doing. Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps. Good to see the new boss at least has some taste. I might let you keep that head on your shoulders after all. Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit. Do cakewalks end in death? Because if Gage hadn't helped your ass, you'd be dead right now. Willing to bet your life on that? Oh, yeah? I just have a few things for you to consider before you go off and do things your way. Not questioning. Just curious. We were wrong about Coulter. We won't make the same mistake twice. Someone who's not afraid to get blood on their hands and make some real changes around here. I've heard you're responsible for a few of our neighbors' deaths. This needs to stop. You know the plan. I want you on a run with Dixie. You know how enthusiastic she gets. Make sure she doesn't wipe out the whole settlement. Savoy said you're getting sloppy. That you've been relying on Psycho to complete your tasks. This needs to stop. I'm putting you on guard duty. Starting tomorrow. I've heard there's some traders passing through the north of the park. I want you to get to them before the others do. Are you arguing with me? I didn't think so. I already did. You're just there as insurance. Now go. I don't want to hear your sob story. Get your shit together, or you can join her. It's only temporary. Lots of changes are happening, and I want our security at its best. Take it as a compliment. Our own purposes. Salvage what you want, but I want them alive and in one piece.